Now we might be seeing that Bruno, the Matilda, or maybe something onto the comfort picks, or maybe something onto the homework bands.
I think they'll keep up those heroes at hand because since they have the first pick, they will try to get a hold of it. Maybe they will try to go for the jungler oriented bans. That is a possibility. If they're going for the Bruno, if they have that mentality, they might ban out the Layla because she has the range advantage. If they want to go for any jungler oriented bans, Fanny and Joy is a very good option. Besides that, if we talk about roams, I was going to talk about Matilda, where we're seeing the chip getting banned. As you were talking about that, Peachy, that because of his utility, he gets banned out that easily, and that's what we're seeing over here.
That's true. That's true. They don't want Team Giyatt to get away with the chip ban because, I mean, with the chip pick, because one thing is that the chip is quite unpredictable. If you have enough games on him, if you have enough practice on him, you will be just surprised. You will be just literally scouting every single bush, every single time that you want to start up with a team fight. That is something on a heavy note, given the fact that if the tanker of the game, or maybe the support who is the one who just have to go around the map trying to make sure that they are getting a setup, dies, so that's gonna cost them a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And from the side of Giyath, we are seeing that they have banned out the Fanny. They don't want to face it out. And recently, Fanny has a lot of potential because of her energy consumption being reduced. And you can go
Mm-hmm.
really aggressive with her in the current patch. That's why they don't want to face it out because she can be annoying. If she gets a hold of that early advantage, she can pile it up, snowball it quite easily. And from side of the Eliminators, we can see the Hylos getting banned, one of the highest HP based tanks in the game. And yeah, that was a pretty decent ban as well. From side of the Eliminators, they're kind of focused on the support and tanks, even though we see Hylos in the EXP as well. But yeah, they are kind of focused on that, Peachy.
Oh, that's true. That means the team eliminators are looking for that assassin pick, or and coming up with a attack, attack speed based marksman. So that is one thing that I feel like they are going ahead with, because when you pair up a blade armor along with the vengeance onto that high loss, that is going to get quite deadly. But again, I do feel like the Bruno is going to be open unless Team Giyatt goes in for that Bruno pick. Team Eliminators, they have a high possibility to pick up the Bruno since they do have the first pick. But in that case, they will be giving away two more heroes. Maybe that Sicilian, or maybe onto the side or onto the other side, they might be giving up that Vixana as well. We all know how Bid loves to play that Vixana. It is his one of the signature pick. So that could be the case right here.
Yeah, that is a possibility, but I think Giat won't give out the Bruno that easily because we know how problematic he can be right now. He has a really good early advantage because of his continuous critical damage, and besides that, when he has a couple of items, like when he has the Haskell, he can continuously survive in the lane. After the Berserker's Fury, he can deal a hectic amount of damage. But in the meanwhile, we can see that Matilda was banned from side of the Eliminators. From the side of Kia, high possibility for the Bruno getting banned. If they don't ban it out, the Eliminators will go for it maybe. And there are a few options, as you were saying about Sicilian. Zushin is open as well, so that is
Oh, yes.
a very good option as well. Peachy.
Definitely, the Zushin could work it out very, very well. There is a high possibility that Bit could make a work around that Zushin, but one last hero to be banned, and it is not Bruno. We are talking about the Suyu getting banned. Now, Eliminators, they have a chance to pick up the Bruno, they have a chance to pick up at that Zushin. They do have a possibility to go ahead with the maybe onto the mage as well, but let's just see what are they going ahead, and as expected, the Bruno is onto the cards. Now Team Giyatt have to pick up something to counter that Bruno. Will it be a Beatrix, or will it be something on a high attack speed hero like a Nathan?
That is a possibility. For the marksman, there are a few options. There is Beatrix, Moskov. Layla is a very controversial pick, but I think she's good if you're able to keep the distance because she's one of the highest range marksmen out there. If and along with the Malefic gun, she can be unstoppable if there are decent front laners. But yeah, still less mobility heroes are really problematic to survive. But we're seeing Gatotkacha and Sicilian getting picked from side of Giat. both of the heroes have really good utilities. The more late game we go for, the more damage the Sicilian can deal with his stacks. And Kacha is a good initiator as well, as we were talking about the Avatar of the Guardian. He can
Mhm.
just dive in a match and create a set for the team.
That's true. That's true. Now, talking about the Gatot Kacha,
Hmm.
he is going to be the flex pick, that versatile pick that everyone knows. Maybe onto the EXP or maybe onto the Roam. The Roam, there's like almost like 20% chance that he could be going onto the Roam because he's much preferred onto the EXP laner. So if we would be seeing another tankiness or maybe onto the support pick, then that definitely means that the Kacha would be going on to that Rome position. But right now, I'm looking at a Jawhead getting picked onto the side of Team Gad again. Again, a flex pick coming in.
Yeah, for sure. The Joy and Zushin pick are really good because Joy can dive in, and overall his electrifying beats can deal a lot of damage. And if we talk about Zushin, we know how annoying he is. She's the second annoying mage out there. The first one is still Nana, still now for me. And from the side of Giyatt, we can see that they banned out the Khalid, and from the side of the Eliminators, they banned the Granger, and that is a very good decision because the right now after his revamp, the overall damage coming out from Rhapsody and the continuous Death Sonata bursting out, that is quite annoying in the gold lane. And for the Bruno, it's going to be an easy sale. Then there is just another marksman that comes in my head, and that is Beatrix right now.
Oh, the Beatrix, again, a very good choice. But when you pair up like a 1v1 situation against a Bruno, the Beatrix needs to be very aware of her position as well, trying to move left and right. So but with that we are seeing the Tigreal getting banned this time. So team Gat are heavily focused on to that tankiness. They don't want to take that any more tankiness given the fact that the Jawhead might be onto that Rome position. But I would love a Kaja pick coming in, but there's no possibility here anymore onto the side of team Gat, just for the joy. Just the joy just needs that suppression just to not move around with the electrifying beats. But the one last ban coming up, and that would be the Lela. Expected. We into the M6, we did see how Kelra was the one countering that Bruno very hard with the Lela. And since the Bruno is onto the side of Eliminators, we are seeing that ban.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last two bands from side of the limiters were completely focused toward the gold lane, and that's a very good decision. They're gonna try to, build up the marksman early on so that they can pile his damage up, and that's a very good thing they can do. They will need a strong front laner at least. And from the side of Gia, they are going for Melissa. They will have the range, but the DPS build up is gonna take some time. But will they get that or
Mhm.
not? That is the question. If you look at the side of Gia, they have late game potential from Melissa and Sicilian, and from the early game advantage, I'd say Jawhead will have some damage, but he lacks the durability. Since he's going to be the roamer, I the main thing is
True.
who's going to be the jungler from their side. If they do go for an assassin, I think they will have some problem with the sustainability. PG.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But the alpha is still on to the cards. Maybe they could go in for that. But I would really love to see an alpha paired up with a support, maybe onto the floor in that kind of heroes, since the Matilla is obviously banned. So, but they might go in for a Fredrin as well. Team Gat, the Fredrin could work in very, very well. But I'm looking at Team Eliminators right now. They picked up a Angela and a Glue onto the EXP lane, and Angela as their roamer. This is interesting, and this is such a new pick to coming in, given the fact that Glue is also rising up into this pick rate of this Indian meta right now.
Yeah, we see him in the EXP quite a lot right now, and the split can actually be quite annoying because he just jumps on any of the opponent's head and just roams them around, and that can be problematic. But if we talk about Angela, the overall healing potential she has, and the shield she gives with the hard guard, that is a very big utility. So whenever we see any kind of team fights going on, and there's a possibility Joy or Bruno will be the main damage dealers in the team fight, and the utilities are going to be coming out from the rest three. And from the side of Gia, they went for the Hayabusa. Hayabusa with the Quad Shadow and Ugi Shadow Kill is a very good combination because he can dive in and be a perfect assassin, get the kill, and come out quite easily. But the thing is, I think Bruno will get the early, uh, the guard from the teammates, obviously, because they are kind of focused on building the marksman up. So it's going to be quite hard for Hayabusa to dive in and get the Bruno. And besides Bruno, there is the situation to lock on to.
That is true. That is true. And one more thing about Angela is if she picks out that revitalize, and if you get that, Uigi shadow kill onto your teammates coming in from your opponent Hayabusa, that is going to be one other thing that she could just pop her revitalize, trying to save up the members, and also the holy flask. You cannot avoid that shield, that the last moment shield that the team needs. But ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the first match of the day. You're talking about the best of five series. Look at that, team Eliminators going against Team Giyatt, who is going to be the one picking up the throne today. With that, both the junglers a different kind of rotation. I'm surprised to see that, Mikey.
So from the side of Kiat, you can see Hayabusa went for the orange buff, so he's gonna be rotating towards the EXP. Whereas for the side of Joy, he's gonna go towards the gold lane first, and I think that's gonna have a better impact if the overall engages are on spot on. But let's see if they're able to go for the marksman early on. In the mid lane, we're seeing Zushin is going aggressive because the early advantage she has with that pool. Just look at that. She's continuously
Mm-hmm.
spamming that skill and just slamming the Sicilian down. But yeah, if we go to late game, we'll see Sicilian taking the damage and taking some revenge maybe. But in the top lane, we saw a bit of aggression, but Melissa will survive from that because it's still early game and the damage output is not that much. But we might see early rotation in the top lane from Zushin as well. There is Jawhead as well, but let's see if we get a kill over there or not.
Oh, that's true. That's true. The Melissa is on to that Inspire. That's like a 50-50 spell. But oh, wait a minute. The quad shadows are already into the mid lane. Hayabusa trying to look for that opening, wasn't able to get it. And he will be just moving towards that turtle, which is going to spawn up a top lane focus. There we go. Both the teams, Team Gat heavily, three men already there with the Jawhead waiting up over the ejector.
And already Bruno actually used up his Purify over there. So the next engage will be Deadly Blade is in a low HP first blood secured by Sicilian over there. A bit of an engage by Joy with the Blazing Duet, but still she'll need a few items right now. And we can see Glue rotating a little bit over there. He's using a split, but I don't think he should be engaging over there because his teammates are not around. And with that being said, we're seeing Hayabusa with the Quad Shadow dealing a bit of damage on Glue. He was in a bad position but survived from that. And still, no, we are not seeing any kind of commitments toward the turtle right now. A bit of an engage in the mid lane, a little bit of poke, but let's see who gets the first turtle, PG.
Oh, that first turtle, I feel like the Joy would have that early advantage, but Team Gat, they are pushing their luck very more, trying to go ahead. The bat impact getting missed there. It is just the early game, Mikey. The Sicilian is trying to deal so much damage, right? And look at them. They are trying to go in for more. The Angela comes up with the hard card already used up, but the Katurkas are looking quite low, will be taken down. The turtle, on to the other hand, Team Gat picks it up, but the Jawhead will be punished for that. But the bid goes down under the hands of Hayabusa. That is something new. Look at that. The Uigi Shadow killed so much damage already onto the early game.
Ooh, and he was chased down, and the kill of Hayabusa was taken out by Joy over there. And in the top lane, we can see Melissa is doing a split push over there because Bruno was not around, and the overall turret was quite damaged over there. There is a possibility they will go for the turret next on. But right now, if we talk about the
Mhm.
overall position, the goal difference is not that much visible. And
That's
yeah,
true.
if we look at the top lane, we can see a bit of a damage coming out from Bruno, but he cannot go aggressive right now. He does have the mana deficient, so he will have to retreat for now. But if Jawhead goes in with Unstoppable Force and the Ejector, that can be problematic. But Bait is taking a bit of a damage. Unstoppable Force
Oh.
being used, and Bait was taken out by Sicilian over there. Very low HP. Zerar Moon was taken out by Sicilian as well. A very aggressive engage by Giyatt over there, and they are pushing their luck, as you said, PG.
Yep. Team Yard, they are too aggressive. They don't have that early game. The early game is just in the hands of Jawhead with the ejector. He just needs to give a very good ejector onto their side, and if that's not possible, he is going to pay with his life. Team Eliminators, they do have a lot of damage, a lot of damage coming in from the frontliners as well. The Zushin just waiting up to pick them one by one. You're talking about Joy as well, but look at that off camera angle. Zushin will be the one going down yet again into the hands of Sicilian. I am not liking it, but top lane, okay, so much damage coming
Oh,
into the play. Go ahead, trying to get an ejector. Does get the Bruno and moving ahead. The Angela does fall with the Bruno.
I think Bruno went on too aggressive over there. He should have actually stayed, a bit more passive because the turtle has spawned in the top lane's river, so there was a possibility of the
Oh,
engage
that's
over there.
true.
And already we can see that Giyatt is locked onto the turtle right now, and there is a high possibility for them to get the turret. We are not seeing Joy around, and Hayabusa was the one who got the turtle over there. Legend is in a very low HP and will retreat most probably. Use this splash over there on Oi, and yeah, he's trying to retreat over there. But right now, if you look at the kill score, is 4/7. 4 kills for the side of the Eliminator, 7 for the side of Giyatt. The gold lead is kind of tilting towards Giyatt right now. They have about 2,000 gold lead, and that is pretty decent of a gold lead, I must say.
That is true, but again, the unstoppable force coming onto the play. Angela coming up with the hard card as well. The AOG does not connect there very well, but it is there just to soak up all that damage coming in. The Gatotkacha looking quite low though, will be taken down. Bid gets up the kill. They try to go in for more, but wait a minute. I do see the Hayabusa on the flank. Pops up the Uiki shadow kill. Gets the Angela and the Bid as well. Two of the members fallen down.
A very aggressive engage by the side of Giyatt and successful as well. Already, Joy going in uses up his electrifying beats, got the kill of Hayabusa again. Another engage by Joy. Maybe Melissa will be taken out, and Yasaramun was successful in that approach as well. We are seeing a bit of the gold being fluctuated right now, but the overall lead still goes to the side of Giyatt. But still, now the late game potential is higher for the side of Giyatt because of the Melissa and Sicilian. We're seeing a very aggressive glue right now. Already used up his split, but will retreat most probably. Even though Joy had tried to engage over there with the ejector, a really
Oh.
really aggressive glue over there, but he has already taken up quite some damage. Will retreat for sure. In the top lane, we might see a bit of a rotation from the side of the Eliminators because Bruno is over there, and they had lost their tier 3 in the top lane. But yeah, we can see that the turtle is going to be spawning in the bottom lane's river. Already, Jawhead goes in again. Maybe this will be it. Flicker being used by Glue over there. Very aggressive team. Both of the teams are going aggressive. Hayabusa with the Shadow Kill over there. Very low legend will be taken out and was
Oh.
successful as well. But maybe it's time to retreat for the side of Giyatt right now. But no, Avid of the Guardian being used. Might was taken out by Oi. In the meanwhile, Bid is trying to still hold on to the tier 3, but yeah, they just lost two of their teammates. PG.
No, that's true. That's true. But top lane, look at that. They might be losing up another member, but the bat impact, so much
Ooh.
damage. Art will be taken down. That was an chase that Art wasn't shouldn't be doing. But okay, mid lane focus. Look at that. The Gatutkacha being popped off with the Crimson Lantern. Okay, that is not enough for now because she does need that wishing lantern, maybe onto that third or the fourth item. But we are talking about the Lord, the level 1 Lord, which has just spawned. Now, Team Giat have been taking that all, every single. Oh, but wait a minute, into the middle lane, I'm seeing some skirmish going on. The chip, sorry, not the chip, but the Joy taken down, the Sicilian, the main contender right there with the score of 6-4, who has been farming up very, very well. This means that Team Eliminators could go in for a free load because I don't see Hayabusa around anywhere. And yep, there we go. Team Eliminators pick up the Lord for themselves. Okay, Glue goes in with a split, does get, it will be the Angela who gets the roamer, a roamer getting a roamer. That is interesting to see, but the shift is onto the Melissa who is trying to survive. Oh, okay, go away comes into the play, but she is safer now. Look at her. The Inspire does help her to regain some HP, but no, Joy jumps in with the electrifying beats yet again, gets the kill. Luigi Shadow Kill coming onto the play, and it will be the death for the Joy. Joy goes down. Okay, the Hayabusa looking quite low, will be taken down into the hands of the Zushin. Look at the Zushin with the Crimson Lantern going ahead, and not to forget the Hard Gut is already onto her.
Oh my god, the damage from Sicilian is piling up over there, and Zushin was taken out over there. But if we look at the lot, it's already going towards the top lane, and it's gonna go for the tier 2. With this particular lot, there is a possibility that the mid lane's tier 3 will be taken out from the side of the Eliminators, and they can go for another tier 2. But I don't think they'll be able to go for all tier 2 from 3 lanes. If we look at the itemizations from side of Bruno, he already went for the two common items, that is the Haskell and the Malefic Gun. If we look at a bit of an engage in the top lane, the Lord is already engaged toward the turret, and from side of Giyatt, they're trying to defend the Lord with all they have, and they will be able to hold on to the tier 2 as well. Glue is going aggressive, but he should retreat, I believe. Bruno is dealing a lot of damage, but yeah, I don't think he should be overwhelmed by it right now, because we've seen two of the engaged art did previously that actually backfired for him, and
Mm-hmm.
I think right now he is one of the main contenders over there, so he should stay safe. Oogie Shadow Kill being used, Bruno is still surviving that situation after regarding being used. Hard guard on art, maybe OA will be taken out over there, and Joy was the one who got the kill. We can see Jawhead was taken out as well. Sirar Moon went in aggressive, got two of the kills, and the timing of the hard guard by Angela was very accurate. Otherwise, it would have been really hard for Art to survive that. PG.
Oh, that is true. That is true. And I'm really liking that Angela pick, which is working out very, very well into this team composition that team eliminators have brought up. Look at them. They are going in aggressively, trying to take down those inhibitors left and right so that they would be just getting all that neutral objectives into their hands. By this time of the match, we are currently at that 11 minute. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Uigi Shadow Kill coming on the play, but the hard guard is there. Again, on point hard guard for the side of team eliminators, but will they be leaving from the wrath of the bat impact, because Sicilian is all farmed up? I want to look at the items as well, because those Bruno definitely does have a lot of but bid in a very dicey position right there. Will he be able to survive that? Okay, the quad shadows coming onto the play. It will be the bat impact onto the bid will be taken down. They try to go in for more, but will the Jawhead survive that? No, that's not. We got that answer. Jawhead down. The Sicilian down. Double kill picked up by Joy. So much potential right there. To third member also falling down, and that will be this Gatot Kacha. Is this a direct entry to the crystal right now, Mikey?
There is a possibility. I think the inhibitor can be taken down over there because they are zoning out the Melissa, but Hayabusa goes in with the Oogie Shadow Kill, very low HP. Angela tries to survive from that, but Art is just melting Hayabusa over there. And that Haskell worked out amazingly over there. And if you look at the inhibitor, it was taken out by the side of the Eliminators. They will go towards the Lord right now. And what I'm noticing from the side of the Eliminators, that Glue is just diving in continuously and just wasting their resources for the side of Gia. They were continuously using up
Mhm.
their skills on Glue so that the next engage is a better success for the side of the Eliminators. And in the meanwhile, we can see that the Lord was secured by the side of the Eliminators. A fight has been started over there. Legend is taking a bit of a damage over there, but maybe will survive. Ejector by Jawhead over there. But Bruno is just dealing hectic damage, too much to take right now. And so does Sicilian, but Sicilian was taken out in the process. Hayabusa again with Oogie Sharp kill, but doesn't actually do anything because of that. Angela Zushin goes aggressive. Joyd was taken out by Glue in the process. Melissa again goes with the Glue, and in the top lane we can see that inhibitor was taken out, but Hayabusa manages to survive with very low HP, but the damage coming out from Bruno is hectic, too much to take. With that Angela, nothing can stop the Bruno right now. The base is being locked by the side of the Eliminators, and with that being said, the first round was won by none other than the Eliminators, but still now Peachy, it's a best of 5 series, so a big possibility for a comeback.
That is definitely true. Team Eliminators, though they had, a very, very early, the dicey start. but yet again they pulled up onto that late game that they had in their hands. They did not give up the late game. They protected that Bruno, which was much needed, and with that, Art picks up that MVP as well. A very well deserved MVP. But again, the damage coming in from Sicilian, you cannot forget that.
Yeah, because he was dealing a lot of damage and he just started building his item up and he just got his stacks up. Maybe he went for 150, maybe. But yeah, overall, the damage output, if you look at that, Bruno dealt 40% of the total hero damage, and that's a lot. And he was completely focused on the